Okay, let's try this. So now, what's the date today? It's the 10th, isn't it?
10th of November 2019.
And we're here today with Anthony,
Yeah.
who I met just over 2 weeks ago.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you were in Huddinge sjukhus, the hospital there. You were really ill. I remember. I went to actually see a friend, Stefan, who told me about you, and so I just went along. And then your brother was there as well, and yeah.
Yeah,
just
we sat down. I was just, sharing my story about what happened in the hospital, and I don't even remember how we came to that conclusion. But you asked if you could pray for me,
mm,
and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever,
mm,
give it a go. Skeptical as always, and the moments before that I could hardly walk. They had yet to put any diagnosis on what was wrong, but I mean I couldn't even stand proper on my left side. Couldn't stand on my toes on the left side of my on my left foot. That is.
mm. You had also lost.
Yeah, I had lost around 40% of all sensation in my left side of my body, bottom down.
Mm.
And you prayed for me for like, I don't know, half an hour maybe more.
Maybe all together.
Yeah.
We did a number of. There was like we took in sessions. I think it was. And
Yeah, but the first time, I think it was like half an hour, and suddenly I just fell down and started crying. And when I could stand up again, I
remember you could breathe.
I could. That's the first
was the
thing
first
I said.
thing,
I was
yeah.
like, I can breathe.
Yeah, you were taking these big breaths.
Yeah.
And I thought.
And I felt like, wow, I can breathe again, and that wasn't even on my mind before. But I could actually feel all this pressure that I obviously had in my chest for years, just getting released. And then you asked me like, yeah, can you walk around? And you asked me to stand on my toes, and you asked me if I could jump, and I just looked at you like you were crazy.
Oh, that was afterwards, though, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah. After the healing,
when we went outside.
Yeah.
Yes. And you could.
And I could.
Yeah.
And I was, both me and my brother, we were amazed. And well, fast forward a couple of weeks, and today I got baptized.
Yeah.
Here in Bredäng. It was freezing cold outside.
It was, yes.
Literally freezing
Yeah.
cold. It
Yeah.
was -1.
I think it was the fastest baptism. No, I'm not sure. You just jumped you wanted to get in the water so fast.
Yeah.
You almost left us
Yeah,
behind.
I literally ran into the water, and I got down. Well, you told me to get down on my knees. I did, and I went in down under the water, and I heard the words, die with Christ. And I asked you later if it was you or Wisam, but you said no, none of us said it.
We didn't say it. No.
And I was sure I was down under the surface for at least 10 seconds, maybe more. It felt like I had all the time in the world to think about everything. And I just heard a voice again telling me, rise with Christ. And then I felt a hand on my back pulling me out of the water. And then we watched the video afterwards, and I was like, what? I was only down for like a second or two.
Yes.
But it felt like a whole lifetime had passed. So I was sure I must have been down for at least 10 seconds, more maybe half a minute.
Yes.
So no, but
It's a strange thing. I mean, considering that we die for yourself, it's some sort of meeting with eternity or something. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's literally the only way I could describe it. I mean, just watching the video again, I think the video is like 33 seconds in total.
Yeah.
So I was really down for like 1, maybe 2 seconds.
Yes.
But
yes.
all I can remember was that I was down in that water, and it felt like I almost also started thinking like, aren't they gonna pull me up soon?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really, really something.
And how are you feeling now? You said something about peace or quiet.
Yeah, for years I've had troubles with pain throughout the entire body, fibromyalgia, and a lot of different sources of pain that have had. I've had a lot of symptoms, but with no proper diagnosis whatsoever. They could never find anything wrong, but they also always knew that yeah, you're in great pain. And now it feels much better. It's quiet. That's the only way I can phrase it really. I've always had this buzzing in my mind, like thoughts that I couldn't put aside. And they weren't really about something in particular, just, white noise. Just like a TV shuffling channels. So it's not like I heard voices or anything, it was just like a constant sound.
Yes. Disturbance.
Yeah, disturbance.
And now it's
gone.
Quiet.
I went down and it felt like I was down for a long time. And one of the first things I noticed was like, wow, it's quiet. It's finally really quiet. I can finally think again.
Wonderful.
So, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that's gonna say it's a placebo effect or whatever, or that I weren't sick before. But I mean, you met me.
Yes.
You saw I was literally on death's bed.
Yes, and I've seen also in the journal, just an excerpt from the journal, the hospital journal, where it says that the test, you standing on your left leg, for example, standing up on your toes, you couldn't do that.
No, it was impossible.
And then when we went outside, you were actually just sort of going up and down on your toe on the left, and I said, well, what are you doing? And you said, I couldn't do this, you said.
I couldn't do it,
And then that's when I said, can you jump?
Yeah.
And you did.
And I did, and it didn't hurt at all. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So something really happened.
Yes, that day.
It really is a God.
Because you had pain for many years, yes?
Yeah, for like 7 years.
7 years, or you were looking, and then it went even back earlier, wasn't it?
I mean, I've been trying to get help for 7 years.
Yeah.
And the pain first started when I was like around 14 or something.
So that's like 15 years ago altogether,
Yeah.
all in all 15 years. But the last 7 years been trying to get help from the health services without any result.
No, without them ever finding anything. The explanation was always like, no, you're totally healthy, we can't find anything wrong with any tests. Your muscles look fine, blood tests look fine, everything looks fine. So I was like, well, why am I in constant pain then? And visible pain. And I mean, my friends, they've seen me for years, like getting worse and worse, day by day, literally for the last 7 years. And now it's gone.
Yes, I must say, when I first saw you, you looked really old. You moved like a sort of, I thought, God, he's like an 80-year-old or something. It is really shuffling. You were shuffling along. Your posture
I felt
was
almost paralyzed.
Yeah. It was you obviously in a very bad way, and then. As you say, I started praying, and then your brother also. It's kind of interesting because it turned into a little bit more than just praying for you.
Yeah.
Because I sensed that something told me that I need to pray for him, not for sickness, but for him to receive power, because he's not experienced this. He's a Christian, but somebody just told me, pray for him to receive the Spirit and receive power, which he did, and he started speaking in tongues. And then I said, okay, I told him to start praying for you so he could have a go, which he did.
Really working.
And then he also could feel demons resisting. He said, I can feel the resistance.
Yeah.
But they came out. And then we prayed together, he and I. We continued, and I believe there was a moment when all pain was gone. I think you suddenly sat there looked absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
I remember. And I asked, well, what's happened?
I just remember that the pain was like gradually getting less and less and less. And then I had it felt like a moment of clarity, if you have an Alzheimer's patient or a dementia patient, suddenly they realize where they are or their condition. I was like, wow, there is life without pain.
Yes.
And I didn't think that was possible.
Yes.
I mean, I had resigned life
Yeah.
I had given up completely because I've not only been in constant pain, it's been increasing for every day, every week, every month for at least 7 years. And now it's the opposite. It's getting better and better every day.
Yes.
And fast,
yes.
really fast. I'm sleeping better than I ever done without any medicines.
That's right. You've cut down medicines, or cut out medicines even. Yes.
The only meds I'm on now are some painkillers, and even those I've cut down to. I only take half the dosage, and I've been on sleeping pills for years and years. I don't take any sleeping pills or anything.
No. And how long do you sleep now?
I sleep for at least 10 hours a night, maybe more. And even with sleeping pills, I've never been able to sleep like for more than 6 hours. And often I wake up at least 2 or 3 times a night. But now I sleep like a baby now. I mean, I still have some bad dreams and stuff, but those.
But in the big picture, it's
but in the big picture, those dreams aren't even that horrible. No. They're more sort of trying to tell me something, trying to tell my subconscious something. So.
And then
I mean, I feel blessed. I feel really blessed.
And then during this couple of weeks, you started reading the Bible as well, and you were getting the gospel. You were understanding more and more about what this is really about, salvation and so on. But you were looking for more sort of
concrete proof.
Yes. Yeah. And then yesterday some things happened, didn't they? You came here, we prayed again.
Yeah, you and your wife prayed for me.
Yeah.
And
there was more.
And it was also for a real long time, like 45-50 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff happening.
And suddenly just words appeared to me and essentially told me like, well, now you got your proof, so now you have to get baptized. And I remember you asked me, well, okay, we can do it maybe here or maybe at the pool. And I just heard the words telling me, no, it has to be outside. It has to be before the sun goes down. I'm like, okay, just do it then.
Yeah.
So I woke up this day. I had this big migraine, and it was snowing, and it was cloudy, and everything. Right, yes. Everything was like, no, this won't be a good day. But then I figured, no, you know what? I promised God I was going to do it today. So I put on my clothes. We went here to Bredäng, and we went down to the lake. It was freezing cold. But I ran down into the water. Yeah. I literally ran down.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we have to do this now.
Yeah. It was really funny, actually. Visa Mahai, you almost left us behind,
Yeah.
So.
You went out behind me, and
then that was.
Yeah.
The rest is, as they say, history now.
Yeah. Yes. And it was just a wonderful experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, so much has happened these last couple of weeks.
And I'm I'm used to being this, skeptical, scientific, almost atheistic kind of guy who, maybe there's something, maybe there's not, maybe God exists, I don't know, typical Swedish. Jo, men jag tror på Gud, kanske. But I mean, now there's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
I'm blessed by God, by Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and...
Oh, apropos that, I just remembered the first when we met.
Yeah.
There was also some dramatic change, wasn't there? Because in the beginning, I started praying, and I remember I sensed, oh, you believe in God, but you don't believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
And you confirmed that. And then in the middle... I got you to pray a short prayer asking Jesus to help you and set you free.
Yeah, I couldn't even utter his name.
It was really, you were almost whispering it, and it was difficult.
Yeah.
But then, when we finished, afterwards...
I just said, praise Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, look at that. There's some spirit of disbelief.
Yeah.
I realized there was a spirit of disbelief because there were many spirits that came out. And well, that's something you've played a lot with, and we can take that another time. But you're very acquainted with that, and it was that was quite remarkable. And then also you started praying for some people.
Yeah,
as
one
I
of my
understand.
friends.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, I just felt like one of my friends, she's going through a tough time, and I just started praying for her. And next day, I just witnessed her going from almost being, suicidal to wanting to fight for her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing that I do believe that it's God's hand helping her, because she feels more alive now than I ever seen her in many years or months. Like a new inner strength has been lit inside her.
That's good. Yeah.
And I truly believe that at least my prayer helped to ignite that flame.
Certainly.
So for me, that's incredible, because I've been wanting to help her for years, and then I just asked God to help her, and suddenly
you're praying without
yeah,
realizing it, kind of thing. If I remember rightly, you said you were wondering, what am I doing?
yeah,
Yes. So wow, this is real. It's real, and this transformation is 100% true. And it's I mean, I can only vouch for the fact that you look like a completely different person. You look healthy, you look strong, moving with strength and vitality. You didn't have that 2 weeks ago.
No.
You were, sort of half dead man walking kind of thing, really.
Yeah. I mean, I literally told my brother, like, if something happens here in the hospital, if my heart stops for some reason, do not resuscitate me. I was ready to die. Because I literally felt I was dying. I gave up completely, and God saved me.
Yeah. Amen to that. We'll take the other parts another time, and look forward to that. Great. Thanks.